Hello. If you are planning on entering into a real estate transaction, please watch this 3 to 4 minute video. The Real Estate Council of British Columbia has made this form, Disclosure of Representation and Trading Services, mandatory to discuss with you before we can give you specific information so that you will understand what type of help we can give you. As a real estate consumer, there are a couple of options. We might be able to represent you as a client, or you could become an unrepresented party. As a client, you would benefit from our expert advice and specialized training. You'll receive the protection of the Real Estate Services Act and the oversight of the Real Estate Council of British Columbia working on your behalf. But above and beyond that, as a client, you will receive 100% of our loyalty since you'll be the only party in the transaction that we'll be representing, which will avoid conflicts of interest. We'll be able to fully disclose relevant information to you that we might come to know about the area or about the home that could affect your decision. We're going to protect your confidentiality. For example, your reasons for buying or selling, the minimum or maximum price that you're seeking, any preferred terms or conditions you may want to include in a contract. In some instances, though, we cannot represent you as a client. For example, we might already be representing a seller in the transaction or another buyer. So in that case, the recommendation is that you should seek out a real estate professional to represent you. Otherwise, you would have to become what is known as an unrepresented party. And we can only help you to a very limited extent. We can help you fill out forms, we can give you some generic information about the area or the home, and we can present offers or counter offers on your behalf. But there will be no loyalty to you, since our loyalty rests with our client. No duty to avoid conflicts, no full disclosure. As a matter of fact, real estate agents do not have a duty to give you all the relevant information, and there'd be no confidentiality. Actually, anything you mention to us that could affect the transaction is our duty to disclose to our client. But as a client, there are a couple options also. You could be working under a designated agency or under a brokerage agency. But here at Team 3000, we work under designated agency. In other words, if I become your realtor, I am your designated agent, and there could even be another Team 3000 agent working on the other side of the transaction, but there's still no conflict of interest. On the other hand, with a brokerage agency, all the agents in that office work together, but we don't have to worry about that, and Team 3000 will be working under designated agency. The last 2 pages are just confirmation of the things we've already discussed. As a realtor, we'll be checking off that we've discussed this disclosure of representation and trading form with you. We've explained the duties we have to you if you're a client or the risks involved if you're an unrepresented party. And we'll check off which one you are, a client or an unrepresented party. There you'll see our name, company, and it'll include our signature. The last page is for the consumer yourself. The Real Estate Council of British Columbia does not make this mandatory, but however, we would prefer that you do fill it out and sign it. That way we'll both be clear as to how we can serve you best. Thanks for watching.